Hi, I'm Jay Monte with TruFan Boxing. I'm joined here with my colleague Sean Sullivan. Sean, I just want to recap a few of the fights in the last few weeks. Sergio Martinez pulling the stunner KO2 over Paul Williams. Surprised?
I wasn't surprised by who won the fight, but I was really surprised by the result and the way it happened. I don't think anyone expected that quick of a fight.
Just an afterthought. I'm not really surprised, seeing this, but because he sort of had a strategy to come out with that left hook, and he knew that, probably studying the films, that Williams dips down to throw his shots, and he could probably catch him in between. He did, and he was successful. KO2.
Absolutely. I mean, everyone went into this fight thinking it was going to be another fight of the year. In 2010, we really haven't had that many fight of the year candidates. So this was probably the front runner, but instead of the fight of the year, we get the knockout of the year.
Yeah, it's definitely the KO of the year. That's right.
And if you look at the way Williams fights, I mean, the guy is over 6 foot. He's got a huge reach, but he never uses it. He never uses his advantage to his benefit.
I want to talk to you about another fight, Carl Froch, decision to Abraham.
That was another.
It was kind of a surprise to me.
Yeah.
Very good strategy on Mr. Froch.
Again, another surprising result. It was a close fight going in. Again, that was another fight of the year candidate, perception-wise. But instead, we got a clinic from Froch.
Froch used the angles very well, very well in that fight. Moving to the side, banging from...
and Abraham after the fight said, listen, I guess I'm not really a super middleweight, I'm just a middleweight here. But he is going to continue in the tournament. And with that result, with Froch winning, the Super 6 tournament now looks like the top 4 is Andre Ward, then Carl Froch, then Arthur Abraham, and Glenn Johnson, who was a late replacement. In actuality, it really was the Super 8.
Well, I hear that the next fight will be Froch against Glenn Johnson, and then Ward will face Abraham. Good luck, Abraham. If you couldn't handle Froch in this, Ward's a real ranger from angles. So I figure the Froch-Glenn Johnson fight should be pretty
that's going to be a great fight. I'm really looking forward to that one.
I just wanted to ask your opinion of the Marquez fight against Mike Katsidis.
Right, that could be fight of the year with the way that it happened. I mean, you get both those guys with their styles, you're never going to get a bad fight. Well,
Mike Katsidis, he comes out fighting no matter what.
Exactly.
He's the typical, not the typical. He's the one you want to watch. He's exciting, and win, lose, or draw, he's there.
And he had extra motivation in this fight with the tragic death of his brother Stathi, who was a jockey back in Australia. And he was very quiet about it during the promotion, but he just said that he and Stathi were one, and they were fighting together. And it was a really touching story,
One thing I knew in this fight, when I saw Marquez go down, I knew he was going to win the fight, because that's been his blueprint. From day one.
Exactly. If you knock Marquez down, you're going to lose the fight.
Don't knock him down.
That's Marquez. You really got to say he's top 5 pound for pound. Some might say top 3, but I think based on the Sergio Martinez victory, I'd have Pacquiao first, Mayweather second, and Martinez third.
Marquez deserve another shot at the Pac-Man? Well, maybe Pac-Man deserves another shot at.
Well, Marquez. That's another thing. On the undercard we of the Marquez Katsidis fight, we had Andre Berto annihilating Freddie Hernadez in one round with one right hand. That's all it took. And actually, I heard reports that Berto had hurt both hands in training. So for him to do that, it's a blessing in disguise. He gets the guy out so early for his hands. So you had 2 guys auditioning for the Pacquiao sweepstakes in Marquez and Berto, and I think both guys made a good claim. Either you have the history with Marquez and get the trilogy, because those 2 fights were so close. Many people think Marquez actually won both of them. I think that both results were fair. And then Berto, who is a legitimate welterweight, he's a young guy, he's in his prime, he's a titleist, and he just got rid of a guy he was supposed to get rid of in less than a round. I just don't think Marquez is the weight is really bothering me. With Pacquiao and his promoter and Bob Arum and trainer Freddie Roach say, we want the fight at 147. And we saw what happened when Marquez went up to 147. Right. He only made 144 against Mayweather, and he looked horrible. Right. So how high can he go and still feel comfortable? And how low can Pacquiao go and feel comfortable? And where are they going to meet?
Sean, looking to the future, we have a small fight here, not a small fight, a big heavyweight fight between Tomasz, Adamek, and Vinny Maddalone. And we caught up with the Rocky-like figure, Vinny Maddalone, in Ozone Park. And here's what he had to say.
No, this is, it's for 2 titles. It's for an IBF International and NABO title. So this is right up there. You know, it's a pay-per-view event, main event. It's going to be 15,000 plus fans at the arena, so it's going to be a great night.
Do you know, have you studied anything on Adamek's style? Or?
Oh yeah, I watched for a few years now, Thomas. He's a proven champion. You know, everyone knows he's going to come to fight. He's going to, you know, I think he's going to, he boxes and he mixes it up, so he gives you a little bit of both. So everyone knows me. I'm going to come and try to mix it up, and we'll see what happens.
You know, interesting, all of his fights have been against real big guys. Now he's going to fight a guy maybe in his wheelhouse a little bit. Do you anticipate a slugfest?
I hope. I really do, you know. But, you know, I think I think pretty much a lot of people, I anticipate that till they feel like that I'm still there and they're not going to get rid of me. They're going to start boxing. You know, like with Mac and Boystov. These guys, I thought they want to be sluggers and banging out, but they try to stay on the outside and box a little bit.
Do you feel he's going to do that this night, or?
Hey, listen, you know, he's whatever's gotten him to this point, which I think is his boxing, his speed, his power. He's going to utilize his game plan, and I'm going to utilize mine. I'm going to do both. I'm going to put pressure on, but smart pressure. I'm going to cut the ring off and get that jab. Try to be first.
And that's true grit from Vinny Maddalone. Does he have a shot? I pick Adamek. Adamek has so much over Vinny, but Vinny's got the heart.
I don't see how you could pick against Adamek in this fight, but no matter what, with Maddalone involved, again, just like Katsidis, it's going to be a great fight, however long it lasts.
In a big fight 2 days later, we have Amir Khan taking on Marcos Maidana, 2 evenly skilled fighters. Who do you like in this fight?
I have to go with Khan. Speed kills, and Khan is one of the fastest fighters out there today.
Well, you spoke to him in Texas.
I did.
What did he have to say?
Does anything concern you about Marcos Maidana, your opponent?
Not at all. You know, I'm ready for this fight. I can't wait to fight him and shut all the critics up out there. And I think it's going to be amazing because, you know, Marcos Maidana is a big name here and people want to see this fight. You know, it's a fight that Golden Boy, they get letters and emails every day saying, we want to see the fight against Marcos Maidana and Amir Khan. And now the fight's here. So you know what, December 11 comes, man, it's going to be huge.
Now, you saw Maidana's fight with Victor Ortiz, correct?
Yeah, I seen that fight, and I think, you know, Marcos Maidana's strong. If you stand there in front of him, he's going to hurt you. If you're going to move and hit angles and be smart, then you're going to win the fight. I think Victor made the wrong made the wrong moves, the wrong tactics, and lost the fight.
And early next year, we have another junior welterweight unification with Devin Alexander and Timothy Bradley. How do you feel about that fight?
I think Bradley will win that fight. And I think the winner of my fight will fight the winner of that fight. I think it'll equal in the final as Amir Khan versus Bradley, and the winner and the unified champion of the division will be me.
And how do you feel you match up with either one of those guys?
I would beat all of them. You know, I know I'm the best 140-pound division. I'm the #1 in this division, and to prove that, I'm going to beat Maidana, and then hopefully move on to beat the winner of whoever wins that fight against Bradley and Alexander. You know, I'm just ready to fight the best.
Well, Sean, it's interesting what's going to happen with the 140-pound division, especially those 4 fighters. But I'll tell you what, I'm going out on a limb in this fight and picking Maidana to win this fight by maybe a knockout.
Well, that would certainly shake things up a bit. And again, the winner hopefully will fight the winner of Bradley and Alexander. Right. I'm going with Khan and Bradley. I
like Bradley to win the whole thing, but who knows? You could flip a coin. That's how good. And there are other fighters in the 140-pound division, and this will all play out in the next 6 months or so. And it's going to be very interesting. For Sean Sullivan, Boxing Digest, I'm Jay Monte, TruFan Boxing. Be there in the square. Take care.
Want more? Go to IntersectTV.com to connect with the world of sports. Real-time updates, blog postings, and all the action you can handle. Intersect. IntersectTV.com, connecting you to the world of sports.